Hello students, today's class is on educational sociology and the topic is social groups. Let us see what's the definition of a group or social group. A group is a social unit which consists of a number of individuals who stand in more or less definite status and role relationships to one another and which possesses a set of values or norms of its own, regulating the behavior of individual members, at least in matters of consequence to the group. And a social group is a number of persons or two or more who have some common objects of attention, who are stimulating to each other, who have common loyalty and participate in similar activities. Now we see what are the characteristics of social group. Reciprocal relationships. It consists of sense of unity and feeling of sympathy towards each other. We feeling members of defend their interest collectively, common interest and ideals, similar behavior for achieving the common goals and interest. Group norms. Every group is own set of rules and norms. Types of groups. According to the nature of social ties, there are two groups, primary and secondary. According to social identification, there are three groups, in groups, out groups, and reference. According to organization, there are two groups, formal organization and informal organization. Now we see what is primary group. Primary group are small in size and characterized by personal, intimate, and non-specialized relationship between their members, such as family, basketball team, a couple, etc. Some elements of primary group tend to be small and ordinarily composed of fewer than 15 to 20 individuals. Interaction and communication among members is of intimate and personal nature. Members commonly develop strong emotional bonds with other members, generally persist over extensive period of time. Importance of primary group. Primary group is a birthplace of human nature. Primary groups help in the socialization of the individuals and maintain social control over them. Teaches the members to work in the society according to their rules. Primary groups are the nuclear cells of social organizations. Primary groups induces the development of individual personalities. Now, secondary group. Secondary groups refer to a formal, impersonal group in which there is little social intimacy or mutual understanding, such as business organization, political parties, labor union, etc. The relationship between the members is very superficial and there is only indirect exertion of influence amongst them. Now, what's the definition of secondary group? Secondary groups are those that are relatively casual and impersonal in their relationships. Relationships in them are usually competitive rather than mutually helpful. The groups which provide experience lacking in intimacy are called secondary groups by Ogburn. Elements of secondary group. Formal and impersonal relations. The group doesn't exert any primary influence upon its member. They do not meet face to face. They perform their jobs, carry out their order, pay their dues, and still may not see each other face to face. Large in size, they may spread all over the world. Option of membership. The membership is most of the secondary groups is not compulsory. Active and inactive members, due to lack of intimate relations amongst themselves and large size of groups, some of the members of the secondary groups are active while others are inactive. Formal rules. A secondary group is regulated by formal rules. A formal authority is set up and clear cut division of labor is made. In fact, the stability of a secondary group depends upon its organization. Goal oriented. The main purpose of a secondary group is to fulfill a specific function. So, uh, there are two groups mainly in our syllabus, that is secondary and primary groups, and we discussed about two groups. Thank you.